In the span of a single decade, a case can turn on its head, and justice can come knocking at the door of the unsuspecting. In the quiet town of Rapid City, South Dakota, a mystery that has haunted the community for over 10 years has finally found some semblance of resolution. Richard Schmitz, a 55-year-old man, now stands convicted of the manslaughter of his girlfriend, Michelle Will, who was just 38 at the time of her death. Her body, in a state of advanced decomposition, was discovered in the eerily serene Black Hills National Forest. It was a grim end to a life cut tragically short. Intriguingly, Schmitz and Will were not just romantically involved, but lived across the hall from each other in Custer. They were last seen together at a Keystone Motel, a week before the gruesome discovery of Will's body. However, it was not until 8 long years after the incident that Schmitz was charged with second-degree murder. The turning point? A pathology report from 2021 that finally tipped the scales towards homicide, contradicting the initial autopsy that had left the cause of death frustratingly unresolved. In a statement, Judge Craig Feifel, who presided over the case, said, "This is a tragedy that has affected many lives. The court hopes that this decision will provide a measure of closure for the family of Michelle Will." But the road to justice was not straightforward. On the eve of his trial, Schmitz accepted a plea deal, swapping the charge of second-degree murder for manslaughter. This strategic move saved him from a potentially harsher sentence, but still landed him a decade-long stay in prison. Subtracting the 900 days he has already served, Schmitz will be behind bars for the better part of the next 8 years. Is it enough? That's a question that will likely be debated in the court of public opinion for years to come. The case of Richard Schmitz and Michelle Will serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and ambiguities that often shroud the field of criminal justice. It urges us to question, to probe deeper, and to never stop seeking the truth, no matter how elusive it may seem. So delve into the details, examine the evidence, and form your own conclusions. And while you're at it, why not share your thoughts or engage in further research on the topic? Every perspective adds a new dimension to the narrative. The story of Richard Schmitz and Michelle Will may have found its legal ending, but in the realm of true crime, every ending is just the beginning of a new conversation. So keep the dialogue going. In the quest for justice, every voice matters.